Well, hello everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank all viewers for taking their time away from Pokemon Go and watching this video. It is a fantastic game. I know you have to catch them all, so I'll try to keep this video brief, 3 to 4 minutes. You know, the recent news has been quite distressing. We've had, fatal altercations between citizens and police officers. We've had police officers murdered in Dallas, Texas, and in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There was a horrible terror attack in France which killed over 80 people. And finally, we had an attempted coup in Turkey. So obviously there is much distress, there's much disorder, there's a lot of fear in politics right now, both domestically and internationally. I don't blame you for being afraid. I certainly am afraid at times, but I want to warn you against the combination of fear and politics. Fear and politics breed demagoguery and demagogues. Now, what is demagoguery? What is a demagogue? Well, demagoguery is often an appeal made to a population based on the primal, basest fears. To me, it involves xenophobia. It involves racism, maybe even sexism. Nationalism. Basically, it preys on people's fears and weaknesses when they're vulnerable. And it often does these short-term solutions which will not solve the problem. I believe, obviously a demagogue is someone who uses demagoguery. Demagogues often are very flamboyant. They have great personalities. They're magnetic. People are attracted to them. There's a cult of personality. They flout institutions because they have the answers to these difficult problems. You may have already thought of some examples of demagogues and demagoguery. Obviously, there's Adolf Hitler and the Nazis, Vladimir Lenin and the Bolsheviks. I would say definitely in the beginning. There's Perón in Argentina, but there have been demagogues in the United States. There's Father Coughlin, Huey Long, Joseph McCarthy, I'd say Louis Farrakhan. There are examples in the United States, and thankfully we have a strong set of institutions, documents like the Constitution, which limit these demagogues' potential power. But in a time of fear, a time of so much fear and uncertainty, terrorism, and the black-white relations, other minorities and whites, the economy. I mean, there's a whole host of things a demagogue could use to their advantage. So I want you to be extra vigilant. Anytime somebody comes along with a very great personality that's light on the specifics or is attempting to tackle these giant issues and often uses scapegoats for these problems, be extra vigilant, be critical, to encourage others to be critical, because we cannot have, politics and fear do not mix. It does not work. And and this time it's very crucial we do not succumb to demagoguery and demagogues. It's been happened before with disastrous results. You can look at, obviously the aftermath of Nazi Germany. Perón's politics in Argentina, questionable. Mussolini in Italy, many other places where demagogues, the short-term solution didn't produce long-term happiness. So I thank you very much for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and get back to catching them all. Thank you.